Americans live in the wealthiest era in the history of the world. Yet personal financial anxiety is at an all-time high, with millions feeling their financial stability beginning to wobble. People with relatively high incomes are routinely living paycheck to paycheck. They max out their credit cards on a monthly basis and have absolutely nothing saved for unexpected expenses. The modern financial landscape is essentially booby-trapped. If you do not actively manage your money, the system will gladly step in and manage it for you. Without a firm grasp of financial literacy, you are mathematically forced into a cycle of living behind instead of forward. You end up sacrificing your future wealth just to pay for your past consumption. There are three active forces constantly draining your wealth. The first is unexpected emergencies. A car breakdown or a sudden medical issue is not just bad luck. Over a long enough timeline, these are statistical certainties. The second is the debt trap. Relying on revolving credit, like carrying a balance on a high-interest credit card, takes the mathematical power of time and turns it aggressively against you. This chart illustrates the third threat, inflation. It operates as a silent, invisible force that slowly shrinks the purchasing power of your cash every single year it sits uninvested. Fighting these three forces takes a heavy psychological toll. It creates perpetual stress and drains people of their joy, leaving them with a debilitating loss of hope. Cultivating these habits builds a practical defense system, prioritizing long-term security over the accumulation of money. We can see how this defense works by looking at this 50-30-20 budget model. Instead of acting as a restriction on your joy, this rule acts as a mathematical shield by dividing your after-tax income into three distinct categories. 50% covers your fixed needs, like rent and groceries. 30% goes toward your wants, like dining out or entertainment. By strictly capping these expenses, you force your budget to generate a cash surplus. That leaves a vital 20% dedicated entirely to savings. You deploy this surplus to build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, which instantly deflects unexpected hazards. Fully funding this emergency block ensures you will never have to rely on high-interest credit just to survive a bad week. Next, we neutralize the debt trap. Borrowing money can actually be highly useful when deployed as good debt. This means taking on installment credit, like a mortgage or a student loan, to acquire an asset that retains or grows in value. Bad debt happens when you use revolving credit for immediate consumption, like buying a pizza or paying for a vacation. Once the experience is over, the asset is entirely gone, but the debt remains on your balance sheet. Every credit card comes with a Schumer box, a legal table detailing your annual percentage rate. If you carry a balance, that high interest rate begins compounding, causing your debt to spiral out of control incredibly fast. To protect yourself, you need to keep your credit utilization, the fraction of your available credit that you actually use, below 30%. This habit builds a strong credit score, allowing you to borrow money cheaply in the future. Credit is a powerful weapon. Applied to assets, it builds equity. Applied to daily consumption, it destroys future purchasing power.